Today we're going to cover acupressure for better sleep and relaxation. In Chinese medicine, there's multiple different reasons why you might not be sleeping as well. But today we're going to cover the idea that the mind isn't letting you relax so that you're kind of up with your thoughts. You might even wake up in the middle of the night and your mind is racing a little bit. So these techniques you can use yourself so that you can actually help the mind calm down to prepare you for better sleep. And if you do wake up in the night and you can't sleep, then you can use these to feel better. So the first one we'll start with is actually on the ear. So the ear in Chinese medicine contains the entire body. So we can use the ear to treat the entire body. For this type of sleep issue where the mind won't let you relax and it feels like you're a bit anxious, the point that we're actually going to use is right here. Number 2 on this little thing. As you can see, there's the head there and the body comes around like that. That point is called shen. So shen is used to calm the spirit in Chinese medicine. So the spirit is kind of like a mixture between the emotions and the mind. And in this case, if you're unable to settle, if you're unable to kind of calm the mind, if your emotions are feeling a little bit more up, by massaging this spot here, nice and slowly. You don't want to be getting in there and revving yourself up, but taking some nice deep breaths, massaging that area through there slowly, doing it on both ears can really help everything calm down so that you can get back into good sleep. You can also add an ear seed to help you with that. So an ear seed is essentially like a little sticker with a metal ball in it that you just peel off and then you place there, and that does the heavy lifting for you. So that continues to stimulate that throughout the day. In terms of acupressure on the body, the easiest one to find is right here. So just on the wrist crease, if you see that little tendon right in there. So that's called heart 8. And in Chinese medicine, we're using that once again to help calm the mind or the spirit. So if you're waking up in the middle of the night or you're having trouble cooling the mind off so that you can actually start to fall asleep, by finding this spot here and massaging it yourself for 30 to 90 seconds, taking some nice, deep, slow breaths, that will help the body start to calm down and relax. The next classic point, if that one's not quite working for you, is about 4 fingers through here. So you should find a nice little hollow or a little pressure point. This point here, once again, it can be used to help calm the mind, allow the mind to relax, and allow you to drift off to sleep. Each of these points can be used together or part of a routine. So let's say that you're about to go to bed. The idea is you give yourself some good sleep hygiene, which is another word for saying having a routine that gets all the distractions away from you and allows your nervous system to calm down. So you can start by massaging both ears here on shen, nice and slowly, a few deep breaths. Then moving to the hand, I would do both wrists, but starting with whatever one finds easier, massaging through here for 30 to 90 seconds, and then moving to the other wrist for 30 to 90 seconds, all the while taking some nice, big, deep, slow breaths, and then moving to here, which is PC6, so in between those tendons, around about a hand width above. Normally there's a nice little tender spot in there, but once again, we're not looking to rev ourselves up. We're looking to be nice and slow and deliberate with that. Rubbing that for 30 to 90 seconds while having some nice, deep breaths. And then moving to the other. So these ones are really simple and easy to get to, and they'll help calm the mind down. The next point that I'll show you is actually called Mian, which actually translates to good night's sleep, and that's on the back of the head. Mian is right here, that little black dot. So just below the ear, in that kind of area through there, massaging that nice and gently, and you can do both sides at once, breathing in and out for 30 to 90 seconds. That will continue to allow the body to start to wind down and relax and then have better sleep. there's a whole series of different ways that you can help the body get into sleep. This is just one way that you can use those points to help the mind when it's feeling a little bit more anxious or the spirit isn't feeling settled. If you do it every night before you go to bed, your body will start to pick up on that habit. And as soon as you start your routine of massaging through here, massaging through here, and then to Mian, particularly if you're taking your time, having some nice deep breaths, your body will start to learn that it's time to relax. The other side of that is, if you can, it's always not a bad idea. You can have a little ear seed in there, and what that does is it stimulates your body the whole day. So by the time you get to go to bed, it's already kind of working to calm the mind, and then you can just kind of massage that yourself quite easily. If you have any comments, please comment below, and I'll do my best to get back to them.